Hey guys, Aaron Miller, Principles of Hunting here. I'm following up a video I did a couple weeks ago in regards to some, DIY or budget planting that I was doing this summer. Talked a little bit about some of the things that have been keeping me out of the food plot, like I had planned to do this spring. Moving and a couple of other things happening made it a little bit more difficult to get in and do what I wanted to do. So had a couple of people give me some feedback on my videos last time in regards to things that I was trying. Gave me some ideas and things that I need to be thinking about moving forward. One of those things is trying to see if this actually worked. The other thing would be how I use my rye and some of the other things for summer forage. So definitely appreciate the feedback and things that I was getting on the video. So stay tuned. I'm going to go check out these plots, try to get you some pictures and get you a video of how this turned out. So stay tuned. Guys, I was walking into my food plot and there's literally a doe bedded down 15 yards from the trail watching me walk past. So that was pretty cool. She's still watching me back there too, by the way. Not quite what I wanted to do. I don't really want to blow them off the food plot, but it is what it is. Luckily, we still got several months before season. Hey guys, I'm here at my food plot, and as you saw as I was walking up here, actually had a doe just over the hill here, bedding down, watching me walk in. She took off here a little while ago, but I'm in my food plot. I told you I was doing an update on some black-eyed peas that I threw out here, and I did that a couple weeks ago before we were gone on a mission trip. We had a really good rain actually that night into the next day after I planted. But again, I was broadcasting and then I mowed down some mulch and some thatch on top of it. And had a couple of good comments on the video. I had people that were following to see if it worked. I had a couple of guys tell me don't anticipate too much, probably not going to be much happening. And they were right. There's not a lot happening. I don't have a lot of growth in this plot. I'm going to go check my other one just to see if anything may have happened there. With that being said, I've not done a lot of pH work on this plot this year. About 2 years ago and the year before that, I did do pelletized lime to try to bring the pH back in balance. But I've not done a lot of that since probably beginning of last year, probably January, February of 20. And this year, the clover came in pretty good. I had rye over the top of that. I've still got some behind me, as you can see, but it's not real tall. We're hitting about 95 degrees here with high humidity, and our clover's kind of starting to go dormant a little bit here. And I've kind of had that cycle in Missouri the last 4 years that I've had this plot. My first year was pretty much an utter failure. The next 3 years I had clover, just not real thick. The last 2 years, it has gotten thicker and it has come in well. The deer are using it pretty regularly. And I had a lot of good action off of this plot last year. I actually had a good 9-point buck just over my shoulder here last year, probably in mid-November, right before rifle season. I couldn't get a shot at him. I was actually sitting over on the other side of the plot and there's a couple trees in between him. He never entered the plot. He just skirted around and disappeared. But it was a good buck that I'd been following on camera. I passed up a 7-point in here that wasn't real big, probably very beginning of rut, so end of October, early November. Passed him up. He walked around my stand for almost an hour chasing does and very tempting deer, but went ahead and let him go. So there's a lot of action on this plot. Pretty excited about it this year. My other plot's a lot newer, and I'm hoping that the deer will start establishing using that plot a little bit more this year. I didn't see as much action over there this past year. But with that being said, I'm still working on a couple things for the upcoming year with moving throughout April and May, then going on a mission trip in early June. I've not had a lot of time to work on the plots like I wanted to. And I shared that with you guys in the last video. I don't have the equipment. I don't have the time right now to put a lot of effort and time into coming in with chainsaws and things like that. Just finished summer school last week, so this is actually my first couple of days where I'm not doing something related to school, church, or family. And I say that a little bit tongue-in-cheek because I'm getting ready to go back home here in a little bit and continue unpacking some stuff from our house and continue working on getting some stuff ready for a family vacation and all kinds of other things. So we have a lot on our plate, which I know you guys do too, and trying to find ways to have a quality food plot where it doesn't take hours and hours and hours and thousands of dollars worth of equipment is what I'm trying to do. So I can share with you that the black-eyed pea options for $7 or $8 was probably not a good choice. I had a gentleman give me some feedback in looking at some just some throw and go soybeans or something real Roundup ready, not real expensive, and that could be a good option. I did not try that. I may try that down the road. But what I'm looking at doing this upcoming fall is, as you can see behind me, this is not a real big plot. This plot right here is actually the one that gets the most sun, and it's not very large. It kind of goes back over in here and goes back into the woods a ways. And then over here, I've got another section that gets pretty good sun as well. And my goal would be to come in and make some food strips through these plots with a tiller. I don't have a no-till. I don't have a disc and a tractor. And so what I'm probably going to do is take a weekend where I can come in here with my tiller, cut a strip about 6 foot wide across this plot, across the other plot, open up some section where I can get the soil turned and maybe get some of this thatch and this mulch into the ground. And then I'm probably going to plant some form of fall blend. I'm looking at some green cover seed. I'm looking at some other fall blends, or just making something up of my own and trying to put it in for the fall, giving myself something to hunt over. So I'm going to go check my other plot. I'm going to try to bring you some pictures and videos there. I'm going to pull my camera card while I'm here and see about getting what's happened over the last month, and try to figure out how things went on the plot after I mowed and knocked down some of the rye and see what happened. So stay tuned. Hopefully bring you some more content here in just a little bit. Enjoy the pictures. Hit subscribe and follow the channel down below. Hope you guys are having a great summer. Get out there and get some stuff set up for this upcoming bow season. Keep tuned to the channel. I'll have some more activities and things coming up over the next few weeks, and hopefully some gear reviews as I go back and fix some of the gear and add to some of the gear that I used last year my saddle hunting. So stay tuned to the channel, hit subscribe, and follow along, guys. Have a great week.